Hi everybody, this is Sharia Shahid and you're watching All of Your Business. In All of Your Business, we give you daily update about the latest economic developments happening across the globe and in Pakistan. Without any further delay, let's speak to our guest, Mr. Mehtab Haider. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum assalam.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Sir, I have lots of things to talk about, and one thing that tops my list is actually about the new budget. And government is all set to impose these 215 billion new taxes in the upcoming budget. How do you see this big figure for the Pakistanis, and how do you see the salaried class in the upcoming budget?
Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Thank you very much for having me. There are two important developments.
Right.
First of all, the lender of the last resort and its team is in Islamabad.
Right.
And they are negotiating with Pakistani authorities to finalize the major contours of the next budget.
Right.
And there is another important development that Prime Minister of Pakistan has constituted two important committees. And one of the committee will be chaired or has been chaired by the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar to finalize the tax proposals for the next budget. As the IMF team is here in the town and they are going to finalize the proposals related to the next budget. So this committee, high-powered committee, will finalize different tax proposals. And, there are some important proposals under considerations. For instance, the government of Pakistan is going to finalize the next FBR budget is more than 15 trillion.
Okay.
It's around 15.3 trillion.
Right.
And keeping in view the performance of the ongoing financial year, the FBR requires 2,000 billion rupees additional in the next budget.
Right.
How this budget will be finalized, there will be nominal growth, including the GDP growth and the inflation, and it will be hovering around, I think, 12 to 14%. The remaining will be fed through taxation measures, including new taxes as well as enforcement measures. And there are expectations that more than 200 billion rupees new taxes will be imposed in the next budget. Related to the salaried class, it is the wish of the government to reduce some burden on certain slabs for the salaried class. But it is still a wish list. It will be discussed in the committee under the chairmanship of Ishaq Dar, and then it will be tabled before the IMF mission. Then it will be finalized and will be announced on the eve of the next budget, which is expected to be unveiled in the first week of June, probably on 5th of June.
Right. So, with lots of taxes that you talked about, that the taxes are may skyrocket. So, it doesn't seem like the salaried class is going to get any relief in the upcoming budget.
Actually, it depends that what are the alternate options the government is going to share or present before the IMF. Because if the government of Pakistan will request any relief, the IMF will raise a question. How you are going to bridge this gap which will be created through incentivizing this sector. So the FBR will have to give alternate options, and the alternate options are to broaden the tax base and ensure effective enforcement. If it convinces the IMF, then we should expect relief for the salaried class. If the IMF doesn't satisfy, we shouldn't expect any relief in the next budget.
Right, right. Sir, about the next question is about the solar net billing policy that has been proposed by the government, and now government is actually defending the policy in the National Assembly. Sir, I would like you to talk about the policy, that what policy is about and how it is going to affect the solar consumers in Pakistan.
Actually, it was discussed in the National Assembly, and there was a question raised by a parliamentarian, whereby the Minister of Power replied and he informed the House that 23 to 24 thousand megawatt is being generated through solarization at the rooftops, and around 8,000 megawatt is providing through net metering. It's connected with the grid. He told and informed the National Assembly that the policy has been revised for the new applicants. The old policy, all those who have already installed net metering, that policy will continue to persist. And in the change and revised policy, the government will buy the surplus units at rupees 9 to 11. So for earlier installed solar panels, the previous rates will remain applicable, but the new and revised rates will be applicable only for the new applicants.
And they are high.
And the revised rates are lower, and the previous rates will remain higher.
Right. So it's sort of a good news for.
It's a good news for the new applicants. It's not a good news.
Okay.
Because when the government will sell them, it hovers around rupees 40 to 50 per unit. But when buyback, it hovers around 9 rupees.
Oh.
So there is a lot of
There's a
difference.
huge difference.
Huge difference, yes.
Okay, so that's not a very good news.
Yes.
Sir, Panda Bond launch. The finance minister has headed to China for it. So we have been talking about the Panda Bond launch and how it is going to benefit the Pakistan. Sir, I would like you to talk about that how the finance minister's visit to China for the launch is going to impact the overall country, the economy of the country, and its image in the region.
Actually, we are planning to launch the Panda Bond from quite some time, and all the prerequisites now have been fulfilled. There is a prerequisite that Asian Development Bank and Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank
Right.
has provided guarantee for
Right.
launch of this bond, and it will help Pakistan to diversify its instruments to generate foreign inflows. So, Pakistan plans to launch $1 billion bond in different phases, and in the first phase, they are going to launch. The first prescription will be around $250 million.
Right.
And in next 24 hours, this bond will be launched in the Chinese market. Finance Minister has already departed to China, and he has reached in Beijing, whereby he will discuss with different institutions and banks and interested investors who are going to invest in Panda Bond and Pakistani papers, and it will be the first entry of Pakistani in the bond market of China. It will help to diversify our international channels to bring precious dollars into Pakistan.
Right. So AI incorporation, it's very important these days because every system in overall world is running through AI, and it's very important. And now FBR is also considering incorporating and integrating AI in the monitoring system. So, what do you think would be the challenges, and how do you see overall news?
Actually, Prime Minister constituted two committees.
Right.
One committee is related to taxation, which we have discussed in earlier questions. The second committee is to ensure effective enforcement under the chairmanship of Minister for Economic Affairs, Achima Sir.
Right.
He is going to deliberate with the FBR and other officials to make proposals to bring changes in the finance bill, whereby digital monitoring system and AI-based enforcement measures will be proposed and incorporated in the next finance bill, because technology is the ultimate solution to resolve many of the problems facing Pakistan, especially on account of broadening of the tax base. Because through technology, Pakistan can help to digitize its economy, and it will help to broaden the narrow tax base. Because Pakistan is a country of 240 million, more than 240 million people, and only 7 million are return filers. So there is a huge potential, and this potential can only be exploited with use of technology.
Right.
And AI can provide solution to broaden the tax base.
Right, right, sir. Very well put. So, my last topic is my favorite one and is very much talked about topic that is about the fuel prices and the petroleum prices and the gas prices and the shortage, the crisis that we are facing nowadays. So, Petroleum Minister has said that Pakistan is working to secure additional gas supplies. So, this statement has come in the context when people are actually fearing that there would be no gas, LNG, or fuel probably in the coming months. So, how do you see it? And if we have additional gas supplies, for how long we can feel ourselves safe?
The gas load management is already in place.
Right.
It means gas load shedding is continuing in different parts of the
Right.
country in order to manage its load. Minister of Petroleum, Ali Parvez Malik, has talked to the Qatar's ambassadors based in Islamabad and made a fresh request to ensure smooth supply of LNG. And both sides have discussed the options, as we haven't seen any major crisis in Pakistan, both on the fuel as well as on the LNG, although prices has gone up. But supply side is, they have so far managed, because we haven't seen any long queues or any major disruptions. But now it depends that if Strait of Hormuz remain blocked, then Pakistan will have to ensure the smooth supply of LNG through for making request with the Qatar, as well as to go ahead with the spot buying. But the spot buying will be expensive.
Right.
So the government is exploring its options, all available options, especially from the Qatar, to ensure smooth supply and ensure more vessels coming, having supply of LNG into Pakistan without any interruption. And they are making efforts in this regard in order to ensure the smooth supply. Although if we are going for spot buying, it will be expensive.
Right.
So all the options are being explored at the moment.
Right, right. Thank you so much.
Always welcome.
If you want us to talk about the commodities prices and the Middle East crisis, do let us know in the comments. Till then, keep watching All of Your Business. This is Shahryar signing out.